Welcome to another episode of Discovery! Today we are focusing on the best black and death metal albums of May 2022. We certainly had a very strong May for black metal and parts of death metal as well. I did check out a few death metal albums, but I felt that some of the death metal weren't up to par in my opinion, but these are the 10 black and death metal albums you must hear in May 2022. They've got 10 albums. Let me know in the comments below your favorite black and death metal albums. There will be more black and death metal albums on the all-genre best metal albums of May 2022, and that will be the next video coming up. I do apologize with the lack of uploadings. The truth is, I've been very busy with my own business, and I fucking forgot that I had a YouTube channel. That's right. Yes, Discovery is quite forgetful. But yeah, I forgot I had a YouTube channel, and I said, hey, I should start YouTube. And then I realized, hang on, you dickhead. You already got a YouTube channel. Why don't you just fucking upload all? Coming at number 10 is Decapitated Cancer Culture. Really enjoyed Decapitated overall, and this album, Cancer Culture, is fantastic. The lyrics are really energetic in tone, and I love the harsh and aggressive vocals, but the instrumentals are very technical and progressive as well. There are some odd time signatures now and again that throw the listener off guard, but Cancer Culture and Just a Cigarette is probably one of the catchiest death metal songs of the year. I just love the integration of the guitar and drums on this, and the all tight little drum fills. But Iconoclast and Hallowed, featuring Tatiana from Ginger, I think featuring the whole band Ginger, is absolutely really fantastic, really fun. And there are momental breakdowns on this. I would say it's kind of hybrid death metal with a mix of some chorish elements, mixed with technical death metal. Yeah, Suicidal Space Program is a fantastic song. Hours of Battleground. Yeah, Decapitated at the back, and Cancer Culture is sitting at number 10. Next up is Laska and the album Presence. So overall, this is a pretty atmospheric, dark album, and it is just fantastic for what it is. It shows elements of the post-metal aesthetics on this, and I just love how it does sound at times like Alcest and even Agalog, all those post-metal bands, even some of Panopticon as well. You throw Laska into this bunch, even Harakiri for the Sky. But this band Laska, not Nazca, Laska, is a much more deeper, much more evil sounding post-black metal band. And yeah, they have created a few albums, 5 albums I think. Could do an album ranking for them, talking all about nature, mysticism as well. And I just really enjoy the guitar tone on this. The drumming has this really highly aesthetic sound to it, and the snare sounds absolutely fantastic. Endless Night Journey, Albatross Epiphany, Crystal Giant, just really energetic, fast-paced songs with those post-black metal elements. The vocals are very different to any other post-black metal band out there. The vocals are very vicious and evil in tone and quite demonic. But yeah, really do enjoy this album. I think it's one of the best black metal albums of the year so far, and it's only sitting at number 9. But yeah, definitely check out Laska Presence. But yeah, go check out Laska Presence. If you want some occult folklore lyrics, you're going to really enjoy this next album. You're going to really enjoy this experimental avant-garde black metal album, you could say. It is Doldrum knocking all the story of the sound that preceded their disappearance. Wow, that's a mouthful. But yeah, overall, this is a very atmospheric avant-garde black metal album
with some really exhilarating guitar moments. I love the guitar moments and the technical moments and the different polyrhythmic sections sounding, throwing remnants of Imperial Triumphant and even Ad Nauseam. That the Doldrum have a different sound to any other band out there, in my opinion. It's very similar to Aranzi Pazuzu, you could say. It's on the borderline of very experimental black metal, but the vocals have that crazy black metal aesthetic that I really do enjoy, and it's harsh and aggressive in tone. This is a very sounding evil album that will probably make your hands stand. So check out the experimental avant-garde black metal band Doldrum. Let's move on. Okay, so next up is a pretty depressing album, you could say. The Demise of Mankind, also about nature and death. We're talking about the black and death metal band. Well, this is more on the black metal side, but it's Karner, Untam, Liacht, Tota, Stern. Okay, so this is Nostrum Band, and I'll tell you what, this album is absolutely fucking fantastic. It is dark, atmospheric in tone. It's got that really strong DSBM sound on this. The production has that 90s wave tone to it. It was released through Dominance of Darkness Records, a label I actually haven't heard of before. But yeah, this album was magnificent. Released on May 21st with some great songs and pretty long songs as well, with Iban Hoyash running about 12 minutes. Emotional album as well. But the vocals, like I said, are the main fucking star. The guitar has this different sound, very different tune as well, very eerie sound. And hey guys, you want to know what is playing in the background? It is Trigrammation Val. This is their self-titled album, which was released in 2015. Very dark, atmospheric, death metal, dissonant at times. And it is another spooky album, so check out what is playing in the background, Trigrammation Val, if you haven't already. This is diving deep into the underground death metal, and most of these albums I've mentioned are in the underground in May. So let's move on. So coming in at number 6 is none other than Horn and the album Verzet. I tell you what, this is an enjoyable pagan black metal. I love the beautiful pagan instrumentals on this. There are cello involved. There's just beautiful folky elements on it, and it is just a fantastic album to sink your teeth in. Really do enjoy the vocals on this, mixed with the harsh and aggressive black metal aesthetic vocals to the cleaner vocals. These vocals are fantastic, and when you expect from pagan black metal, you expect beautiful clean vocals and some really catchy choruses, and yeah, this has it all. The guitar is fantastic on this, and the production is really good as well. A Hill to Die Upon be one of my favorite songs. Pine Musgribben als Korn is such a fun song overall. There are some beautiful cleaner vocals on this album as well, and this is a perfect gateway for people to get into black metal. It's at times epic, it's quite majestic in tone, and it's got that pagan black metal feel. Intense moments, but this is more of a slow-paced black metal album, but it works overall, so definitely check out Horn Verzet. Okay, so are you ready to get some grimy death metal up your sphincter? We got none other than Churchill Disgust and the album Weakest is the Flesh. Overall, this is a pretty good album with some really great guitar riffages on this, and not to mention the drumming is spectacular. I love the different emotions on this album, not to mention the drum fills, and the cymbal work is just magnificent, with some really exhilarating guitar moments and the riffs that really do get stuck in your head, and not to mention the vocals are very cavernous and raw in tone. Production's phenomenal on this, and not to mention it's some dark, atmospheric, at times death metal.
It's just very loud in tone, and it's quite a huge production as well. At the Pillar of Souls is such a great song, along with Boiling Seas of Yugoth. And Weakest is the Flesh, which is around about 7 minutes, with some really slow, doomy moments as well. There are fast-paced, thrashy moments on this, slow doom moments as well, and elements of death doom. And it is a really great concoction of doom and death metal. But yeah, definitely check out Churchill Disgust. It's more in the death metal aesthetic than the doom metal aesthetic. But yeah, it's very good. It's a very good album. Okay, are you ready for one of the most interesting albums out there? A band called Arioch, and this is their debut album, Hallowed Trigrammation. This is a pretty satanic black metal record, and it is just fun. It is just a very good black metal album. It's experimental at times, and they really do channel their inner Behemoth on this, and the inner Belphegor as well. Just imagine Behemoth Belphegor having a baby, and you get Arioch, Hallowed Trigrammation. Yeah, this is a really good album overall, quite atmospheric in tone, with awesome guitar work, and the production is very good for Arioch's debut album. No Salvation is a fantastic song. Holy Possession, which is 10 minutes, it's quite progressive in tone, and they do repeat the same riffs over and over again, but it really does get stuck in your head. Dark satanic themes, including chants, dissonant melodies. Arioch Hallowed Trigrammation is a very good black metal album in May, and it's an album you must fucking check out. Okay, so next up is a band I have talked to you about before. We are channeling the death doom of things, the death metal side of things. Yes, we're talking about death doom. It's Tzompantli, and the album Tzlazcaliztli, I don't know. Tzlazcaliztli. It's great. It's great. Tribal elements on this, tribal death metal, and it's just really slow death metal as well. Elements of death doom, and just a really crunchy guitar work. It's a pretty fucking heavy album as well. There's beautiful instrumentals, and the lead guitar on this is fantastic, with some really enjoyable solos, and just dark, guttural, cavernous vocals. Death, it's doomy as anything. And this is fucking fantastic. Very dark, tribal, atmospheric death metal. Okay, so next up is Katharos of Lineages Long Forgotten. I have mentioned this album before on the first ever and the last ever Into the Void of Lineages Long Forgotten. Fucking fantastic album. Definitely channeling Emperor on this. It's just terrific. Symphonic black metal. Perfect. One of the best symphonic black metals of the year. Those horn claims so damn good. I Wage War, and I love the album cover. And this is the reason why I checked this album, was because of the album cover. Holy shit, it is a fucking fantastic album. Check out this atmospheric symphonic black metal album, Katharos of Lineages Long Forgotten. Okay, so number one black metal album you should check out in May 2022 is none other than Bluehouse Nord, Disharmonium, Undreamable Abysses. Okay, so what can I say about this album? This is probably the most scariest, nightmarish album in 2022. It is one of the most scariest, nightmarish albums I've ever fucking heard in my whole entire life. This is one of the best Bluehouse Nord's album, in my opinion.
I maybe should do an album ranking for Bluehouse Nord because I really am enjoying their stuff. This is a very experimental black metal album by Bluehouse Nord, very similar to Hallucinogen and Cosmonology. This is one of the most enjoyable, nightmarish Bluehouse Nord albums I have ever heard in my whole entire life. The instrumentals are just fucking fantastic. The wailing guitars, the harmonious, the vocals as well. His vocals are just absolutely incredible, dark, guttural. The vocals sound something out of like Funeral Doom, but it's just very fast, frantic black metal at times. Shimmering guitar moments, those wailing guitars are absolutely fucking fantastic. It's very atmospheric, the production is phenomenal. There's nothing much more I can say. Into the Woods, and it's just infectious in tone. Love Neptune's Eye, that song, the guitar work and the drumming at times sounds like an ongoing train that is about to hit a car on a crossing. It is just atmospheric, nightmarish, black metal. It is one of the most scariest albums I've ever heard in my whole entire life. Up there with Melano. Hello, Melano was incredible by Achilles. If you haven't checked out Melano, definitely check out Achilles. Woo! But Disharmonium, Undreamable Abysses is my #1 must-hear black metal album of May 2022. So yeah, that's it for the black and death metal albums you must hear in May 2022. Hope you did enjoy it. Next will be the best metal albums, including all genres, and there will be a few black metal albums on the list. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you're going to check out. Do you agree or disagree with my list? And I will see you in the next one.